Remember over across the bay there was an NBA basketball team that wasn't supposed to make it. They had to win 9 out of 10 games just to get in the playoffs, and then these started showing up. And they were 8 seeded. They had to go up against the number 1 seed. They were shorter at every position. They were completely outmanned, but they just threw everything they had onto the court. It was a little bit helter-skelter, but it worked. They took down the Giants. And I don't know, do you believe? Yeah. Do we believe? Yeah. I know that we believe in the power of people over the power of corporations. Or perhaps even worse, the power of certain politicians. We believe that government exists to ensure that everyone is treated with dignity and respect and gets access to all the things they need to live their lives. Decent, affordable housing, living wage jobs, universal health care, high-quality child care, public transit that runs, safe and livable neighborhoods. We know what the issues are.
On June 2nd, progressives from around San Francisco gathered together at the Tenderloin Community School for the 2007 Progressive Convention. Supervisor Daly organized the convention as a means to find a candidate to rally behind in the battle against Newsom for mayor. And he managed to assemble a stellar lineup of public officials as well as community activists.
I very much appreciate that over the last several months that there has been this very heartfelt and for me somewhat of a torturous discussion about whether somebody is running for mayor, culminating into this conference here today. And I realize that it's on everybody's mind, not just here but within the community. Would San Francisco, a politically sophisticated city like our own, actually allow a mayor to go unchallenged? This is unheard of in this day of age, and yet we know it troubles us and frustrates us as we reconcile this. This is a good formula. This is the kind of formula that is working, but we know that's not enough. And as we ache on the decision of who's running, and no, I am not announcing my candidacy. I feel that it is not my time, but that is only now. And I mean by this that we have to continue to recognize that we don't cheat the basics because who we are is not candidate dependent only. We would not be here, Supervisor Daly or myself or any of our allies and friends to be would not be here if it wasn't for you.
If we can figure out a way to put aside our differences, put aside our egos, and stand 120% behind whoever it is that we select today, then I think we're moving in the right direction.
The fact is we need a candidate, and we need a candidate to come out of this place today. We need someone.
And I say to you, if we do not have an example emanating from San Francisco, then the state of California and its policies are doomed.
I want change too. That's why I'm running for mayor. One of the reasons why is because I want to make sure that my family and other families can stay in San Francisco and not be targeted by PUC for higher water rates.
Unless we hear the kind of merit that is backed by the kind of substance, not from the press room of Mayor Newsom's wing, but yet from the mayor himself as to how he's going to answer the question about keeping poor people, about keeping African Americans, about keeping those who have been here a lot longer than a lot of us, the ability to stay in San Francisco.
No one is illegal. We are all people. We all belong here. We all need to have a home. I was born in Moscow, Russia. It's a fluke that I am a citizen of the United States since I have been so blessed as to be in San Francisco for 13 years. I will be your mayor.
You know, they're spending $220,000 per youth to lock them up next year. That's more than it costs to send someone to law school for 3 years in Harvard. But that's the reality of where their priorities are. And I'd like to say that the Democrats are going to come and save the way, and I am a Democrat. And sometimes I'm ashamed to say, because that ain't happening. And it ain't happening. And that's why I'm here today, because I'm hoping that we collectively have the courage to stand up and not only define the issues. You know, we use the term progressive so loosely, but why not call it a progressive party?
We need a mayor who will not only stand up for impeachment in a resolution, but will open up City Hall and say, let's start the trial of George Bush right now, right here in San Francisco. That's the kind of mayor we need. Let's go do it.
By the end of the day, it became clear that this mythical figure, ready to valiantly battle against the mayor, had not risen out of the convention, and that the progressive community still lacks a viable candidate for this year's election. So who will be the next mayor of San Francisco? Will it be Gavin Newsom for another 4 years? Or will the answer miraculously appear in the days leading up to the August deadline? Who will carry the progressive platform in November's election?
How will I be a better mayor for the city of San Francisco than Gavin Newsom? Gavin Newsom.